Whatever the shit that thing's gonna do.
Yeah, I'm not 100% convinced. I don't even know what's gonna happen.
It's an Android tablet. I can play on your TV.
Yeah. Sure.
Sure, why not?
I'm down. I like the NVIDIA Shield. It's gonna be like that, right? Pretty much.
Only it'll actually play games.
Yeah. Well, we don't. I mean, that's not confirmed. It's not confirmed that it will play games yet.
I mean, it has multiple games announced for it.
Yeah.
Zelda and Sonic.
Oh
That's
yeah.
two.
Sonic.
That's not multiple.
That is multiple.
That's
more than one.
Yeah, that's
No,
multiple.
I feel like multiple is like a multitude.
No, it fulfills the obligation of being more than one.
Yeah. I mean, there's
Okay.
probably. I'm pretty sure there's also a Just Dance announced for it too.
Phil, I need your opinion on this.
Oh shit. As a professional wordsmith.
The fuck? What's up?
So, multiple means more than one, correct?
Or does it mean
Yes.
3 or more?
Right. See,
Google says
there's more than one game announced for the NX.
Google says having or involving several parts, elements, or members. Several.
It doesn't say a few or more.
Well, we got Just Dance. We got Zelda. We got a Sonic game. Does that count as several?
Yep.
How many more do we need before several? Is there anything else?
I mean,
announced for the NX?
there's like assumptions you can make about what Nintendo, like there will be a Mario game. I think we can safely say that's true.
Yeah. A Pikmin?
Are we on right now?
Yeah.
Sure.
This is what we talk about now.
Fuck it.
I'm giving Art like 5
Hey,
minutes, and then I'm just gonna stop.
Welcome to Suplexfriends.
He's checking
He
into a
said-
hotel.
He said if we don't hear from him in 15 minutes, we have to assume the worst. And I
Yeah.
said we could start a bail fund
Yeah.
on stream if need be.
Yeah.
It's the worst that Wi-Fi just is awful there.
Yeah, probably, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what hotel Wi-Fi is like these days in Vegas.
Not good.
Why is he
I
in
can
Vegas?
confirm not good.
Okay. Sorry. I think he just went to
Yep.
Vegas to go.
Yeah, I think he.
Sure.
Yeah.
He's
not
hanging
even
out with us?
There's not even Evo going on right now. I don't even know why you'd go to Vegas.
He booked it like 2 months late.
Oops! Oh no! That's alright.
There was Money
Made
in
a
the Bank.
huge
That was in
mistake.
Vegas this year.
Man!
Was.
I should
I
have
kind
gotten
of feel
Money
like
in
I
the
should have
Bank.
gone.
I should have gotten a Money in the Bank instead of Evo. Like, in I was
Should have gone.
I was just talking about this with someone yesterday, and I said, like, this Evo was fun, but it wasn't. It was like of Evos that I have been to, it was the worst one. Which doesn't mean it was bad. It just means it was like the worst.
It was just totally shit.
How was the arena?
I didn't go to that.
Oh.
It was
Oh.
extra money. I'm not paying $40 to go to. No, no way.
See, that was. So it sounds like from everything I've heard that was the coolest part.
Yeah, Dylan.
Which is not to say that you're wrong. For
You know
not
what else is in
having
an arena? Money in the Bank. Fucked up.
I mean, so is TNA, but that's...
that barely counts.
Is the Impact Zone? Did anyone? Whatever. I can talk about this because we're not going to talk about TNA in the podcast. Did anyone watch Aaron
I
Rex?
legitimately wanted us to do a like special episode where you explained what the hell's going on in TNA, but I think the time has already passed for it.
Well, yeah.
Are you
Just
just
like
like
for a
the
while
30
there was some-
seconds has passed?
Well, there were like 2 weeks where it was like, oh, weird, interesting shit is happening, and now it seems like it's just back to.
No.
Still
It's
happening.
getting
TNA.
even weirder now. The pictures leaked out of their last set of tapings, and now EC3 is broken. EC3.
What?
Yes. He just
EC3's broken?
He just came out with like the same like goofy hair and is just like talks in a like everyone's broken now. That's the gimmick. Like,
See, like that doesn't sound good to me. That sounds like they're like, well,
it's not
this
good.
worked, so I guess
Fuck it,
we'll
whatever.
just do it for everyone.
Well, that's what happens when you make Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins the president of your company.
What? What?
Who else is gonna be?
Why?
Dixie Carter was changed to be the chairman of the board, And now Billy Corgan runs the joint over there. Oh no. Yeah, okay. It's too much wrestling. I can't fit any more in. Like, I'm at my limit of wrestling. That's the problem.
Is everything in TNA now just like a manifestation of melancholy and the infinite sadness?
God.
Yes.
That's coming.
Right.
That's coming soon. Alright, well, Art's not here. So that's what I'm gonna name this show.
Here.
Art's not here.
He'll probably join if he can get the.
No man's
Wi-Fi
art.
Yep. So I guess we'll just start it. Wait, are we gonna talk about what was the last pay-per-view? Battleground? We gonna talk about that? We got too much shit to cover. We got two pay-per-views.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have much to say about Battleground.
I
I
don't
mean,
even
it was
remember.
whatever. It was a placeholder pay-per-view.
It was.
Absolutely, which I mean, it's fine.
It's fine.
There was some cool stuff that happened, but I just barely remember it.
Well, we got a lot to talk about in regards to Ryback, aka Ryan Reeves, right now. So, oh my goodness.
Kitty!
All right, so I guess we'll just start this up. Welcome to Suplex Friends. My name is Dylan Hecht. I forgot to tweet out the thing that said we started. Now I did. Okay. This is a podcast where the stream friends talk wrestling while also playing WoW at the same time. Or
Oh,
at
good.
least-
So it's not just me.
I assume John is going to be doing it too.
Oh yeah, John's in here too. Great.
It's open.
I'm playing Kleptocats. You
Wow.
guys gotta get on my level.
Excellent.
Is
well-
that an MMO?
The cat won't let me steal.
No, it's just tapping, really.
Looked like John was playing Kleptocats there too.
It
Anyway,
doesn't count if it's your own.
that's right. My name is Dylan Hecht. I'm here today with John Carson, WoW
Hi.
player.
They call me the glorious one these days.
I,
The cats?
I'm here with Kelsey, non-WoW player. Never played WoW in her life.
Future.
It's true.
Future WoW player.
champion.
And I'm here with special guest and new member of the Suplex Friends, Phil Kohler. It's good to have you back. I've always wanted to have you on this show, but never had the
It's been a
chance
long
until
time
now.
coming.
There's a lot of discrepancies.
Listen, I'm riding around on a grand ice mammoth right now, and that really, with a busy schedule like that, when do I have time to talk about wrestling?
I'm assuming that's like a sex act, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
riding
that's
around on a grand mammoth.
That's right. You have to show me some video of that later. So there's been a lot of wrestling has been going on.
Yeah.
Many wrestles have been had.
Like 2 times the wrestling.
2 times the amount of normal
It
wrestling.
turns out that since the brand split, you actually kind of have to pay attention to both now.
I've
both Raw
proven
and
that
SmackDown.
wrong. I'm not
An
paying
evil
attention to WoW.
scheme.
I'm not watching Raw for shit. So this is going to be fun. I watched the first 2 episodes. And the
The
first
problem
one-
with Raw is just that, I think it's hard to recover from being 3 hours. Like that's just so
Yes.
Yeah.
that's so long, and it's so hard on a weekly basis to make that 3 hours matter.
It's too long.
3 hours.
Well,
is
soon
so
they'll
much.
add 2 more championships to that whole thing.
Gravillion
Oh, yeah.
in the chat says, "I'm here because where the Venn diagram of wrestling and WoW meets, I live my horrible, wretched life."
Great. Oh, wait. We have a late breaking guest. Maybe. What? Hot call failed. I don't think that actually worked.
Wait, really?
Wait, no, hey, what's up?
Yes.
Hi, Art.
Hey. So I'm in the coffee shop in the lobby of my hotel because my room isn't ready.
Excellent.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Like a true pro wrestler.
Yeah,
That's fair.
we might get picture in a minute, but not yet.
Okay. You're just waiting for your call to either join Raw or SmackDown. Or ECW. Or if you're really unlucky, TNA.
I think I'm just gonna be Heath Slater.
That's a good. Yeah.
Not as free agent on the podcast.
I recommend that, yeah. It seems to have worked out well for him so far.
I saw something that he has the most appearances of anyone who isn't Brock Lesnar or Randy Orton.
That's correct. As he's been on every show since the brand split, which is pretty impressive.
I actually think the Heath Slater gimmick they've been running is for a comedy gimmick very funny.
It's great.
It usually is with him.
I think it's fantastic. I'm a huge fan. I'm a big fan of the Red Dragon getting his due finally. By not getting his due. It's like
Is that a
perfect-
nickname of his?
Yeah! The Red Dragon.
Red Dragon.
The West Virginia Mongoose.
No, not like
Not like
Bradshaw
that tag team.
Layfield's son.
No. That not like the tag
Clem?
team, and
Clem
not
Layfield?
like the movie with Hannibal in it. Neither of those two things. So yeah, there's been some wrestling, I guess. So has everyone but me been watching both, or reading about both on the internet?
I haven't been able to keep up with it since I moved.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just need clip notes as we go along. Sorry.
That's okay.
But I watched Battleground. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's perfect. We're going to not talk about that this time. But that's okay.
We know where we
talked
stand
about that.
after
Yeah.
Battleground.
Yes.
Yeah. And we know that Roman has a wonderful new outfit, and that's all I really care about.
That's the one thing I will give. Like I said, I watched the first 2 episodes of Raw after the split. The first one was fantastic. Roman actually did look quite good. He's got some good-looking arms right now. He's got that outfit is looking good. The beard is truly excellent.
Oh.
That second episode was real terrible, though. I will say that.
It's all pretty up and down, like most of the product.
I guess it's hard because
Yeah.
it's like 3 hours is going to be down at the end no matter what, I guess.
Yeah, it's just so hard to fill that. I will say that like their first episode, like they came out the gate on the brand split, just like it was a really good first episode, very strong.
Oh, it was like an amazing episode of Raw.
But yeah, it's
Title
just
changes.
it's. I don't think there will ever be a point where filling 3 hours weekly and keeping it compelling for all 3 hours is possible.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
they're coming to a point where they're rebooting both shows, and like the first episode was amazing of Raw. The second one was a lot of it was a repeat of the first episode, but a lot of it is also reestablishing where wrestlers currently are. So you have like people like Nia Jax coming out and doing a squash match, Braun Strowman doing the same, and then establishing newcomers like Finn Balor as one of the top guys on the show.
That didn't take long at all, by the way. That, like,
No, it took one night.
one night, and it was like he was in there, I guess.
Yeah.
The my understanding is they already showed off the demon. Is that right?
Yeah.
Like on
Yeah,
Raw.
Raw.
this week, yeah.
That's weird. That's a weird call. I
Briefly,
guess.
he got the 5-minute entrance.
No,
Really?
I mean briefly in the sense of like it wasn't for an actual match or anything.
Oh,
I think
he just,
it
like,
was
showed
like
up.
I think the idea was to introduce it to Raw viewers who may not watch NXT and may not be familiar with what that means, like what the demon means, so that Raw viewers who may not watch NXT, may not be familiar with that, and may not plan to watch SummerSlam, suddenly they're like, oh shit, if I watch SummerSlam, I get to see this.
Yeah.
So I get it. I get why they did it.
I thought it was kind of smart.
It's all right.
And it was a good demon paint. It wasn't like one of his more nonsensical ones.
Okay.
He still has
that's
that like the dumb Predator.
good. He has the
dreads,
hat
though.
still.
Yeah.
The hat is
Yeah,
no
the hat's
good.
still bad.
The
It's
hat
gotta
has
go.
to
Hat's
go.
bad.
The hat has to leave. Please stop.
Get better.
He needs to just get like actual cool Roman Reigns hair. Get that long hair on Finn. Make him a real wrestler. Yeah.
You're gonna give him a wig right now?
He'll look
That's
like
gonna take a while.
he'll look like a deflated Neville with paint on. SmackDown, by the way, as a primary and only SmackDown viewer, has been excellent so far. The first episode,
Sounds
not so
biased.
excellent. Was not good.
No.
But
No, it
Team
wasn't.
Blue has been killing it lately.
I actually, so I kind of wonder, like, there were all these rumors that went around when they did the brand split that they were actually also going to have, like, totally separate crews, like, totally separate writers and everything.
I think that is true because NXT
It
writers.
feels like it might be true, and it feels like the SmackDown crew might just have a little more energy, like they're hungrier.
I think so.
They have a different camera style too.
They
if you
do. They
notice.
absolutely do.
They tossed out some new stuff for both shows. The Raw's got that far away camera,
Which is nice.
I wish Raw would bring back the action during the commercial break stuff that they were doing the first episode, but then took away immediately after.
Is Raw commentary still up at the
Where
top
are
of
you?
the ramp?
It's so loud.
I know. He's at the coffee shop.
I'm in the lobby of a casino, so
Okay.
the volume is going to ebb and flow.
That's all right.
He's walking into the locker room of the WWE superstars. He's going to interview Kofi
You get
Kingston.
Big Show? I want Big Show. Can you get Big Show?
I don't think so. He's not even traveling, right? He's getting ready for his retirement match.
Against
What about
Shaq.
Kane?
Can you get? Yeah, Corporate Kane would be nice. He's a SmackDown competitor now, so we get once again. Team Blue stays winning. But
I thought SmackDown only got Demon Kane. I think
That's
Corporate
true.
Kane is
Yeah,
theoretically a free agent.
That's true. Yeah, I guess he could appear anywhere at any time. But yeah, is the Raw commentary still up at the top of the ramp, or did
Yes.
they move them back
Yes.
down? Okay, that's kind of weird, right?
I'm sad
I
because
kinda
I
like
can't
that.
go through the table.
Yeah, it was less-
I'm kind of like it. I kind of like it as just like a way of shaking things up.
Now, the one episode of Raw I saw where they also had the Spanish commentary team, those guys were down at the ring. That was kind of weird. Is that still? Do they still?
I mean, a table has to break, right?
that's fair.
Yeah.
You have to have you can't just have a table with no one in front of it, I guess.
But like, shift the commentary team. So like, 1 week it's the German team, 1 week it's
Japanese.
the U.S. team,
The Russians.
1 week it's the French team.
Yeah, that'd be nice. So wait, does that mean for this? So are they going to do? Have they said for SummerSlam is it going to be like separate commentary teams for each match?
I think
Like
so.
how it used to be?
Is that,
that-
did they used to do that?
They did
Yeah.
used to, because I actually just watched SummerSlam 2003, and they had the Raw team up at the ramp and the SmackDown team down at the ring, and they would switch
Weird.
between them.
Huh.
Yeah. So I'm wondering.
So
if
it's
they're
actually
gonna do that.
this is a good point for me to clarify. I actually did not watch it all during the previous brand split. So this is the first time I've ever witnessed a brand split.
Brand
Same.
extension. Thank you. It's not a split. They're adding.
Well,
They're not subtracting.
Whatever.
No, it was weird then, and it also had the same kind of vibe where like SmackDown had like a couple stars and then a bunch of like, you know, whatever guys. Like
John Cena.
Like Raw got Jeff Hardy, who was like the big deal Hardy, and then SmackDown got Matt Hardy, who people didn't care about as much.
You mean
version-
Matt Hardy version 1.0?
That's right. And his MFer, Shannon Moore, his Mattitude follower. And his short-term Mattitude follower, Crash Holly, for like 2 weeks. And then that guy disappeared forever, and I don't know whatever happened to him.
I do think the fact that they are that they're going to give SmackDown its own women's and tag team titles.
So is that for sure?
Helps.
Then
That it sounds like that's been confirmed.
they
at this
alluded
point.
to it on the show yesterday, which was weird. Like JBL, because they had a whole thing where they brought out every tag team, which is only like 6 teams.
Yeah.
And they had a match, and like in the middle of it, JBL's like, "There's a rumor that our GM Daniel Bryan's going to give us our own tag team titles." That'd be
they're
great.
not gonna say on
Yeah.
the show there's a rumor of this unless it's happening.
Yeah, I just thought that was weird.
And I
that
think
would even say
they have
that.
flat out said that they're doing the women's
Daniel
title.
Bryan said it in an interview that
There you
and he
go,
might
yeah.
not have been supposed to. I think that's the.
It was on Talking Smack, wasn't it? Like an official WWE show.
That show. Has anyone been watching Talking Smack? Because it is
real
the
good.
weirdest show. It's like
I've heard it's actually good.
it's really good. Like people are just like straight shooting on that show. Like it feels like that anyway. It's really weird.
I dig that.
There's been a lot of like weird stuff like that lately, where like Booker T called out Daniel Bryan for getting Apollo Crews' name wrong, and then they made that a storyline on SmackDown this week.
Perfect.
because I guess it was last week Daniel Bryan called him Apollo Creed,
Of course he did.
and this week The Miz also called him Apollo Creed, and then Apollo Crews came out to correct him by giving him a slam on the ring. So
Well, I mean, let's not pretend that if it wasn't for Apollo Creed, that would be his name.
exactly,
right?
like
that's-
it really is pretty obvious.
Wait,
You know what you did.
wait. If not for Terry Crews, you would not have that name.
I would like the new Creed. I want Carl Weathers and Terry Crews to walk out with Apollo to the ring for SummerSlam.
He's so good.
It would be great if they're like his kayfabe gay dads.
I want them to do the fusion dance on stage, and then steam comes up, and out comes Apollo Crews.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Okay, enough brand split talk, though. It's time to move on to the important business at hand. Pay-per-views. There's 2 of them this weekend.
True.
One,
Really?
yes, there is
Oh.
the
Man, I'm glad I
originally
came on the
named
show.
the originally named NXT Takeover Brooklyn II.
We're back to Brooklyn.
Back to Brooklyn. Back on the streets.
Is it the number 2? Is it back the number
It is.
2 Brooklyn?
It is.
Yes.
Yes.
Great. Good work at WWE.
Let's see. So we got 6 matches scheduled for that, and I have
Too many. Oh.
That's a lot, right?
2
How long do they
hours.
normally have? I guess maybe this is right.
Usually
Yeah, they have an
like
extra half
4.
hour.
Oh,
But
do
yeah.
they? Okay. So let's see. First up on here we have Ember Moon versus Billie Kay. Has Ember Moon debuted? Did that happen today then? Because I have not watched today.
It might have happened today.
Okay. And I don't know much about her other than she legit looks like a Mortal Kombat character. Like has the, like
I heard
mask
she's
and the hood.
given some like really good matches.
Okay.
Standing ovations afterwards.
She was Athena on the indie scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm not watching a lot of any of
I've
this
been
stuff.
neglecting NXT recently, so
Yeah, but I'm down to see this because this will probably be because I may or may not have time to watch NXT this week before she debuts. So it's probably end up being my first time seeing her. So I'm excited. I know there's a lot of buzz on the internet.
Sharkosaur says Takeover will be her debut.
Awesome. Okay. Cool. And
Drew Ravon says I will be at NXT.
oh, have fun, man. NXT is a blast. I've been to 2
Yeah.
of them, and they're awesome.
I'm going when they're in Minneapolis.
Oh, is that soon?
It's like next month.
Oh, nice. It's gonna be awesome.
6th row.
Look at you. You always got really good seats.
It's Rose. It's all Rose.
Okay. All right. We also have No Way Jose versus Austin Aries in like one of the weirdest matchups I could think of. But I'm a super huge fan of No Way Jose. He is awesome.
No, I think we really have to start wondering if Austin Aries is ever going to win on an NXT takeover.
Like probably not, right?
Or
He's
they
not-
just brought him in to just put everyone over.
I
Wait, did he
imagine so.
not win his first one?
Oh, he did. He beat Baron Corbin, didn't he?
Oh,
And then
okay.
Corbin was
That's
called
right.
up.
That's
All
right. That's right.
I don't
Okay,
even
never mind.
recognize this guy.
No
The
Way
greatest
Jose.
man that ever lived?
I just Google image searched him and I don't recognize him. He's got an interesting beard though.
Yeah.
Yes.
He
This
wears
is true.
a suit very well also.
He wears a cape to the ring.
Yeah, that's like picture number
Yeah, it's good.
7
He is a
for
vegan.
He invented Option C on the TNA X Division belt, in which
Which
you
is
can
only
cash
used
in the NXT. Or what's that? Or the X
Said
Division.
which was only used twice.
twice. Is it no? Because what's his name just used it? The Miracle Mike, whatever.
Mike
Just
Bennett?
used that. Yeah, he just used that. I'm still keeping up with my TNA. Don't worry, I'm watching the important wrestling. I don't know. I just like Noah Jose. I'm a fan of anyone who like incorporates dance taunting into their moveset. And he just seems like a fun guy. I will say that.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have a tag team match for the NXT Tag Team Championship. The Revival, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder. Does anyone know which one is which yet?
Scott Dawson is the shorter one,
Okay. I'm a fan of
who
the bald
looks
one.
like the actual throwback of the group.
Yeah, yeah,
Dash
yeah.
Wilder does not.
Okay. He's the one I like then, Scott Dawson. Versus Johnny Gargano and
Tommaso Ciampa.
there we go. I couldn't pronounce that. Those guys, I cannot pronounce their names, but they are fucking amazing wrestlers. Holy shit.
Great.
They are great. Their match.
And they make good vines.
Actually, I saw a couple of those with the theme. They're pretty good. Their match with each other at the Cruiserweight Classic was amazing. Like, legit. I need to catch up on that, but that is easily the best match I've seen in the Cruiserweight Classic so far.
That's what I keep hearing.
I guess Ibushi's been doing good things too, but I have not really. I only saw his first match, which was fine but quick.
I also heard Cedric Alexander's been really good.
He's great. He's super cool. I really hope that guy gets signed because he seems like he's going to do great in WWE. He's got like immediately, like within 1 second of coming out, he like had the crowd. He's got the it factor. But this is going to be a good match. I feel like the Revival don't get a lot of credit, honestly. But I think they are a very good tag team. And I'm glad that they have the titles. And I would not be unhappy to even see them keep the titles, really. Because I like their gimmick. I think they're cool guys that like that old school business is just like a good gimmick. And they sell it through the look and the wrestling both, which is nice.
I feel like Tommaso and Ciampa are going to end up in the Cruiserweight division on Raw.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But they're supposed to debut their actual like tag team name.
Yeah, because they still
Probably on
don't have
Sunday.
one.
They
which
did.
is weird.
They did say today. Triple H said in like an interview today that people in the cruiserweight division are going to be on Raw and NXT both.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So they could stay in both. I'd be okay with the Revival going to someplace like SmackDown 2, because SmackDown needs tag teams badly. Like,
Yeah, but
really
you have the
badly.
Vaudevillains and the Revival on the same show.
Yes. Yeah,
But
'cause-
can you have the Vaudevillain, or can you have the Revival and the Ascension on the same show?
see, I feel like that's a tougher sell. Because the Vaudevillains seem to hit a totally different mark, I guess. I'm not sure what that is, exactly. But they're good at being dudes you don't love to hate, I guess.
Mm.
I don't know. That SmackDown tag team division is a little dire. It's like American Alpha and some chumps.
Yeah. the Usos.
Oh yeah. Oof. You see their stuff in the match yesterday? They have to like help each other do dives out of the ring now. It's
And the bros, the hype bros.
the Hype Bros. Yeah, I forgot about them. Bro.
Is that the real name?
Yes, it's
Oh dear.
Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder, the Hype Bros. And they just yell bro a lot. And
Breezango?
No. Why?
Their taunt in the ring is yelling "You're not hype,"
I'm
and
upset.
making the crowd like yell that after them. It worked great on the house show that they came to here. The crowd was loving it, but it does not play on TV. I think. Well, Art is either gone forever or got a hotel room. I think.
Whoops.
Just right, yeah. But no, this is going to be. I think this has potential to be one of the better matches for
Yeah,
sure. This
absolutely.
tag team match is going to be great.
There's Art.
There's Art. Let's see. We also have a match.
We had a
Andrade Cien Almas versus Bobby Roode. Hey, we got video
we have a
now
picture.
and a wrestling
Yeah.
shirt. Did you wear the wrestling shirt on purpose? Did you know?
Nice.
Was this like pre-planned to show this off on the podcast?
Absolutely. I drove all the way here, stopped in desert towns that are basically on fire, wearing a Bailey shirt as a grown man, so I could be prepared for this show.
God, I hope that's
Because
the
I'm a
truth.
professional.
Thank God someone is around here.
Next time
So
I'll wear my New Day shirt.
I know, John, you have some comments on Bobby Roode and his theme. Would you?
Man,
I want to let you get your love out of the way first, because I got some real hate about that theme. I really
So
don't like
good.
it. I think it's a
Oh, that
great.
song's fantastic.
It's just
Yeah.
it's not good for him, I guess.
I feel like that's more of an Austin Aries song.
Mm-hmm. That's like the Austin Aries song.
Yeah.
The perfect theme. And then give Bobby Roode some country and somehow get James
No,
Storm back
no.
and just have beer money
No.
again.
No.
Give them the titles. Yeah.
No, but if you go back and listen to Bobby Roode's TNA theme when he was champion and he came out in like the Ric Flair robes, kind of
Yeah.
like what he's doing now, it has that grandiose theme, kind of
Yeah.
like how Glorious is.
I guess it does fit his character, but I'm not 100% sure that Bobby Roode fits this character.
But what's kind of selling me on it even more is Ciampa and Gargano just doing the Glorious
The vines
bombs.
are what sell it.
Yeah, so good. And yeah, go check those out. I don't know. I think they're on Ciampa's Twitter account. You'll find them on Squared Circle on Reddit.
Yep.
But that's kind of how I've gotten addicted to that theme. And
Yeah.
listened to it for like an hour. Just
In a
repeating
row?
over and over.
I believe it.
I hope you were doing something awesome. I hope you were like,
I was staring at
Like
the
push-ups the
static
whole
image
time.
on YouTube, just going, yes.
just
This
like
is
a wrestler watching TV where they just have their like arms folded and they're like
But like kind of to the side.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
weirdly parallel.
this
Yes,
like yeah
that's
the TV's like
Yeah.
here and you're like you have to like hold your belt here like
It's good.
and
That's a
then-
good move. That's good.
Yeah, you gotta cheat out.
I like the tempo on the song.
There we go.
It's gonna be a challenge. Mm-hmm.
The match itself is probably going to be good. Cien is awesome,
Yeah.
and Bobby Roode is mostly awesome usually. So we'll just have to see if like going to NXT has actually revitalized him at all, because there was some rough business going on at the end of his TNA run. It just were some very unimpressive matches, I guess.
He's a professional.
Yeah, I believe in him. I think he'll do good. And I'm just happy to see Bobby Roode wrestling and maybe having potential to go onto the main roster. That would be make me very happy. Because he's cool. He's a cool guy.
No one gets that theme song. It doesn't end up on the main roster. That's
Yeah.
a main roster theme song.
Yeah. Except it's kind of funny going from TNA to WWE. I don't know if you could use the character of guy who's like way better than all of this. But we'll see. We'll see
He could.
if he gets a title. That's a good way to start.
No one
CM
else
Punk
is really
did it.
using it.
CM Punk can do it. Anyone can. Now let's move on to the actual match of the night. Asuka and Bayley for the NXT Women's title.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is
Yes.
going to be great. This is seriously going to be fantastic. Even
Yes,
the
fine.
contract signing that they did was like the most awesome contract signing that there's been in quite a while.
What was the previous winner?
The one where Brock Lesnar flipped the table over was kind of cool.
Oh, sure.
Or the one where Undertaker stabbed Brock Lesnar in the hand with a pen was kind of cool.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that one was pretty cool. Before that, I'm not sure
What
there
about that
was.
time that like people came together in a non-violent way and signed a contract with ink and paper in just a civil manner?
I don't remember.
Pretty
that
cool.
one. I don't remember
Pretty
that
cool,
one.
Dylan.
Must have been a while ago. Must have been when Jack.
I think it was in
still
WCW.
That was when Jack Tunney was still in charge. Was the last time that happened. But no, this match is going to be very awesome. I can't wait for Asuka to make Bayley tap again and then send her crying to SmackDown. to
There's
win.
no way. There's no way Bailey taps.
There's no
No.
way she's going to SmackDown.
Absolutely. It's going to be great. Then they can work in some sort of cross-brand women's title match with the two women's champions.
She's going to Raw,
Yeah.
and Sasha's gonna betray her.
Yeah.
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 That's
Easily.
It worked great before, so I'm okay with
They have
seeing
enough
that again.
misfits on SmackDown.
I will not have you talking about Eva Marie that way. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's not. But
Oh my god, that Eva Marie thing is so effective. I hate her so much.
Oh, it's
She's
so
the best
great!
heel in
Oh.
any company.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, and Phil's gonna make a noise, because I could already tell when I told him this over text chat that he made a noise. But Eva Marie is the best character in the women's division in a decade. Absolutely.
That's awful. That's an awful
Absolutely.
thing
No,
to
that's-
say.
That's no.
AJ better than AJ Lee?
Yeah, way better than...
Better than the boss. Get out of here.
Yeah, better
Yeah.
than
Get the
NXT
fuck outta
Sasha.
Better
main
than
roster
NXT
only.
Bayley?
Main rosters only.
Remember when Bailey would just be like a super fan of everybody, and then she grew into this champion?
Main roster only.
Well, I'm not saying that Eva Marie's like she's doing great heel work. I just think
Really, her announcer's doing
Backstabber's
great heel work.
maybe a little much.
In a decade. There's been good ones before that.
Now her theme with like her
With the announcer.
Hollywood announcer might be the best
And the
in
announcer-
a long time.
The announcer yesterday saying that she was stuck in traffic and couldn't make it to her match was excellent. Just that whole, I just want, whenever she actually does have a match, I need that announcer to be the commentary. And just like
Do they use that
oversell.
same announcer for all those announcements?
Yeah. I want that guy to
Yeah,
do.
it's like on the track, right? The main one, the like.
Yeah. The first part is always on the main track, and then they added stuff for this week. But I want there to be like a guy who, anytime she does anything, is just like, the most magnificent move. Like, oh, that'd be so good.
I mean, we can come back to this because she has a match on the pay-per-view, but
Oh, that's right.
That's true.
we're talking about Bayley and Asuka, two
Yes.
people who have more wrestling talent than Eva Marie.
Yes, that's definitely true. But maybe not better characters.
On their worst days, they have more wrestling talent than Eva
Maybe
Marie.
not better characters.
If their legs were broken, they would have more wrestling talent than Eva Marie.
Or maybe
Yeah.
she's like saving it up. Maybe she's about to bust it out this Sunday.
wait.
She's gonna.
Let's see, if you're going to train with the Brian Kendrick, you're going to learn something, I hope.
Sorry, the Brian Kendrick?
The Brian Kendrick. But no, yeah, this definitely has potential to be match of the show. If not for the stiff competition from Samoa Joe and Shinsuke Nakamura fighting for the NXT Championship. Which is
such an odd match because both of them are like overdue to be gone.
yes, both of them are overdue to be gone, and they're like weird. Their wrestling styles, I think, are going to make for an interesting match.
Yeah.
Just like Samoa Joe constantly trying to get submissions off, and Nakamura is going to do... Like, it's just going to be so many spots, I can already tell, where, like, Nakamura gets out of a hold and is, like, doing hand things. Or even, like, last week on NXT, that was a good, like, kind of thing, where, like, Nakamura showed up and, like, the entire back ring crew had to hold Samoa Joe back while Nakamura went and grabbed his nose. That was amazing.
so good.
That was
so good.
That was so amazing.
That was a wrestling is good moment.
Yeah, that was a good wrestling time.
Shinsuke is good.
This is going to be a good
That's
match
also true.
that should end with the loser leaving town, but is not going to, probably.
Who takes over for these two when they leave? For TNA.
For TNA.
Bobby Roode.
Yeah, Bobby Roode is definitely placed to be that guy. Bobby Roode is
Maybe
gonna be
Austin
the
Aries
NXT
if he
guy.
gets a win this weekend.
No Way Jose?
CN.
CN maybe?
Hideo. They gotta do something with Hideo.
He's back.
He's back.
And
he showed up. He had a
It's
good
been
match.
it's been over a year since he made someone go to sleep.
He's got to be pissed about Nakamura being there, like a little bit, like just like the tiniest bit, right?
I think it's to his benefit actually,
Yeah.
because there's more Japanese wrestlers who have come into WWE, and him being kind of like the first high-profile one in a while, outside of like Yoshitatsu, who was
Yeah.
basically a joke on the main roster.
Yeah.
Now you have guys like Shinsuke Nakamura, you have Kota Ibushi on the Cruiserweight Classic, you have Asuka. Vince might actually take him seriously.
I was
Fingers
hoping.
crossed.
I was hoping when Hideo came back, they would take that opportunity to get rid of him having a karate gi as a ring outfit. But unfortunately, they did not. But I guess there's still time for them to do something there.
Part of his choice too.
It could be. It's also kind of thing that looks like a Mortal Kombat character, but just like one of the like post like 4 Mortal Kombat. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like Cobra.
Hey man, Cobra is just Ken.
Yeah, that's cool. But no, this match is going to be good. Like I said, it should be a loser leaves town match, but I don't think that's going to happen. But Samoa Joe going to Raw or SmackDown would be great. SmackDown. He's a Raw guy for sure. That's the problem. Is Raw's still everyone good. And just put him on a show that I'm not going to watch because I don't have 3 extra hours to waste.
Samoa Joe could be a SmackDown guy.
He could, but they just filled his spot with Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah, but still.
I don't think that's a fair.
I think that's a little bit of a mismatch there. And I mean, the Red Dragon did almost get signed to SmackDown, and he would definitely take the spot of
he was going to
Samoa
be.
Joe. Yes, he was going to be until he called Shane Stephanie, and that was not probably a good call. Though I did like his comment to Daniel Bryan about liking his reality show, Holy Foley. Good way to get the ad in and a joke in at the same time. Yeah. So yeah, this
is there any chance that show's good?
Holy Foley? Like,
yeah.
If we want on the, has it started yet?
It starts after SummerSlam.
Okay, if we want on the next episode, I can have Janessa come in and do a report on how it is because she's definitely going to watch it.
Yeah. Did she watch Total Divas? I'd like a comparison between the two. Because I feel like
Divas is the best show on television.
She watches Total Divas.
Well, no, I feel like that's like they're trying to get the same mold there, but just appealing to like wrestling fans instead of reality show fans. If that makes sense.
I'm more pumped for the new season of Total Divas than basically anything WWE has to offer me this fall.
How about the Total Divas spin-off show?
Oh yeah, Total Bellas.
Even more. Because Total Divas John Cena is the best character in the business.
So are the Bellas and John Cena on both shows now then? Are they on...
The Bellas are on both shows. I don't know about Cena and Bryan.
Okay. But Johnny Ace is on Total Bellas, so that does actually have me somewhat interested. I would like to see John
in Total
Laurinaitis.
Bellas, they're all living in one house.
That's actually very appealing to me right now. Oh, it's like a good version.
And let me tell you, Total Divas Daniel Bryan is a big jerk. It's going to be exciting.
What?
Oh yeah, he made Brie Bella poop in the yard.
Excuse me? What?
Some people have fetishes.
Total Divas, but I apparently missed.
Is this like compost related in some way? Or?
Yeah, it's like compost related, but like she didn't want to, and he like took away the regular toilet.
What do you mean took it away? Where did he take it?
Out of the bathroom?
Where did he take it?
I don't. No, it was like it was more complicated than that. But like,
do that. Daniel Bryan.
Did you
toss her in the yard and just go 2, 2,
oh,
2?
No.
2.
No. Oh. All right. Actually, I'm pretty interested now. That's weird that they made him a giant jerk that makes people poop in the yard, though. I don't know what to say.
It's all on the WWE Network.
Is it? So, like, even the new stuff that was just on?
I don't know how new it goes, but I bet you can get up to.
I'm starting it fresh, so.
To composting toilet.
Yeah.
I have some.
All right, let's move on to SummerSlam.
Yeah, is that the main event of?
That's the main event of SummerSlam. Is Brie pooping in the yard? Ugh, great. Wow, what
she's
a weird
done with
show.
her life.
Yeah. So yeah, that's NXT. Pretty exciting. I'm gonna have to watch it on VOD, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I will make that my SummerSlam pre-show rather than actually watching the 2-hour SummerSlam pre-show.
Can we talk now for just a minute about how there's way too much SummerSlam?
4 hours of pay-per-view and 2
we have 4 hours of
now.
pay-per-view, 2 hours of pre-show.
That's insane.
Oh.
And Sami Zayn still doesn't get a match.
Nope.
And Sami Zayn still doesn't get a match.
And neither does Alberto, though now I guess we know why. But
normally the main event is like 4 hours, and then the pre-show is 1 hour. So I guess that's better.
Usually the
It's
the
3
main show
hours
is just
for
3 hours.
3 hours, but
For everything except WrestleMania.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now
So-
SummerSlam, I guess. I bet
I don't believe that all of SummerSlam is set yet,
no.
because it is a 4-hour show and a 2-hour pre-show. Like
Mm.
that's 6 hours of time that they
Damn.
have still.
I'm seeing 11 matches so far.
Yeah, and I imagine there's gonna be 2 on the pre-show probably.
So
Have they announced like talking segments in there in the middle? Is like Vince McMahon gonna show up?
no,
Okay.
maybe
Maybe we'll just like bring out
still
Heyman
need
and have him
to.
vamp for a half an hour.
They need to show off the Universal Championship.
Mm.
I don't think they've done that yet.
So
Yeah,
Stephanie will
that'll
come
probably
out
be
for
like
that.
a.
It'll be a
thing.
pre-show thing probably.
I could see that being on the main show.
I can
even.
see that happening right before the main event. even.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. Now, this won't happen.
Okay.
This will not happen.
Okay.
But I love what they did with NXT and taking stars who don't necessarily have a match and get them a showcase match, kind of like they did with Tyler Breeze and Jushin Thunder Liger,
Mm.
and with Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Mhm.
What if they just did Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura again at SummerSlam?
That would be awesome.
That'd be great.
That'd be
and
great.
just have like Mick Foley come out and be like, "Hey, I know we don't have anything for you. You're one of our greatest talents. Let's get you one of the best competitors that we have, and put on a show for SummerSlam." And it'd be like Shinsuke or Samoa Joe, the NXT champion, or something like that.
That'd be cool.
Like I said, I doubt that would happen.
But it would be cool.
But I think they have room for something like that.
I mean, the danger with those two people in particular is they're so protected. So either you have them come up and beat Sami Zayn, which doesn't help Sami Zayn, or you have them lose, and that hurts.
See, I was thinking
Sure.
they could have done like another cross-promotional match with.
See, I disagree. I think if you have people of that caliber and they put on a great match, it doesn't matter if either of them lose. Like Sami Zayn losing to Shinsuke Nakamura, I don't think did damage to Sami Zayn,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also,
and not
if they're-
just because he was going out of NXT.
Yeah.
if they're on a different promotion altogether, like
That's the only reason I
probably
can
not gonna
see
hurt.
it being like a thing that might like because I mean technically
I don't know why
still
we're talking-
NXT is it's not going to happen.
though.
Yeah, I'm sorry for bringing it up.
It's a great idea. This is
Yeah.
why you
Yeah.
should be booking this shit, John.
Someone call Vince.
I've
I know
always
he hasn't
told
been
him.
at shows recently, but call him
So
up, let him know.
we'll run through and the first match I know for sure is on the pre-show. I don't know if the next match is, but for sure on the pre-show this year we have Carmella, Becky Lynch, and Naomi, Natalya, Ava Marie, and Alexa Bliss.
It's a real waste of a lot of talent there.
Yeah.
What?
That
No
doesn't.
way.
What do you mean?
The whole SmackDown Women's division
Yeah.
is on
Yeah.
the pre-show.
Yeah, I feel like they
I'm
should
saying
be
like
the real
we could
show.
get solo matches from some of these people and onto the real show.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Or
It's just
planning.
when you have a women's division without a title to fight for, it kind
Doesn't
of
matter.
you kind of.
Well, and
I
they've
can
done
see them
they've done
not
bad
putting it.
work. They've booked that division very badly this month.
Yeah, like even already, it's kind of rough, and it has me a little
They
worried.
could fix it, but
Mhm.
the problem with like having Eva Marie get these big segments and not working, like
is a real
hurts the
bummer.
division, right? Because then Becky doesn't fight.
Yeah.
And it's also Eva Marie is getting big segments.
Mhm.
It's just
Period.
a bummer. It's just a bummer because it feels very much like a where the women's division was 2 years ago type thing.
Now, if they had a
Like we
3-hour
don't have anything to do
SmackDown-
with them, so
Right.
They're all in the same match.
yeah.
But Becky has been killing it lately when she has been having matches. I will say she is clearly
Yeah, I'm
pushing
sure the match
hard.
will probably be fun.
Yeah. And although
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of them calling Becky Becky Balboa lately. That's kind of a real.
Really?
They've been doing that.
That's the thing
a
they're
lot
doing?
lately. Yeah, because she's fighting very hard.
Morrow that's doing it?
Yeah, and then she's also calling herself that too. A lot. Like they had her on the SmackDown pre-show, and she like called herself Becky Balboa like 5 times in a row. Like just kept saying "I'm Becky Balboa" over and over again, which was really weird.
That said, if they're gonna sell a Becky Lynch T-shirt to anyone in my house, they've got to stop having them called the Last Kicker. So maybe they just got to get something else on a T-shirt.
Well, yeah. The Last Kicker is whatever. But my bigger issue is they kept calling her the self-proclaimed Last Kicker.
Yeah.
Which is like even more insulting. Like she doesn't actually kick lasses. She just says she does.
That's a Michael Cole thing.
Yeah.
Says that
Vintage
shit
Last
all the
Kicker.
She doesn't have a very kick-based offense. Is really the weirdest part of that.
Yeah.
She breaks arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Just like
suplexes
Rocky.
people.
Just like Rocky.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it does fit. But I believe that's the goal there, is the fighting hard aspect of Rocky is what they're going for. And she definitely is you can tell she is working the hardest of anyone on the roster right now.
Sure.
And also Naomi got a new entrance and new costume or new outfit, which looks really cool.
Yeah, I haven't seen this week's SmackDown. Tell me about it.
So she wears like a one-piece suit that has a bunch of different size squares that are all different neon colors, and she comes out to complete black light, so it all glows like crazily. And then like
Sounds awesome.
yeah, and then also she has highlights in her hair that are that glow green in the black light, which looks really cool.
Ooh.
Does she still have the light-up shoes?
Yes. Yep.
All right, good. That's too good to give up.
Yeah, and like they're even like basing her, like the last time she came out a T-shirt, it was like based around the shoes, like something about glow.
Like feel the glow.
Feel the glow. Yeah.
Yep.
So that seems to be what they are going with her. With her is EDM glowing person, which is cool. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not against it. I kind of wish they would get rid of like the giant like ass move that she does to.
Oh, the
as a
rear
finisher.
view. They call it the
view.
rear view.
Yes,
I thought they did get rid of that.
Not on this week's of SmackDown. I'll tell you that.
I guess it's kind of a reboot, right?
Yeah, we're slowly but surely we're getting there. But this will be. I won't say it'll be a great match, but I hope something good comes out of this match. I guess.
Sure.
And I hope that if they actually do get a title on SmackDown, we don't get this kind of bullshit again. That would be
Sure,
nice.
but there's like a 40% chance Eva Marie pins Becky Lynch, right? Right? That's in play.
Yeah.
Sure.
There was kind of funny on SmackDown this week. They actually had like Eva Marie reconsidering, like you could so what they had was basically all the other women were in the ring. And then Eva Marie came out during a match because she was late to her match. And came out in the middle and then watched the two women wrestle and then made faces as if to say, I have made a huge mistake coming here. Which was kind of funny. So I'm hoping maybe she'll show up and then just get pinned? Right?
Is she going to be the Universal Women's Champion?
Is that what I hope that's what they call it. On Smack, they just steal the Universal name for the Women's Championship on SmackDown.
You get.
And then Eva Marie can have it.
And while
What's that?
I said, if Gravillain says, if Becky Lynch gets pinned by Eva Marie, I'll probably just quit watching Cold Turkey.
I would be super upset at that. But they are sort of building to something like that happening at... oh, here we go. We're getting a tour now.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, you're going to miss the excellent match, possibly also on the pre-show, of Cesaro and Sheamus.
Oh, the first of
their best of 7.
So what? So I've not been watching Raw. What's that now? Are they having 7 matches over 7 pay-per-views, or is it first?
I think it's
7
it's going to go
in
from here till
general.
WrestleMania, and no, it's just 7. I think they're gonna. I think it's gonna probably pay off at next month's pay-per-view. I don't know how many weeks there are.
I like the idea of an old school best of 7 series of matches. I think both of them could pull it off pretty well.
Cesaro is an Iron Man for sure.
Yeah, and him and Sheamus have some chemistry.
Mhm.
They can have different matches, and keep it interesting throughout the 7. I'm assuming they're gonna go 4 and 3.
Yeah, probably.
They have to.
I think they'll go 4, and however many losses gets them to the next pay-per-view. There's no way this extends beyond.
No,
Yeah.
it won't. But I feel like they need something on the line.
Is there nothing on the
there's-
line in this at all other than Pride or
Pride?
whatever? Okay.
Pride, hair.
Well,
Whoever has the best hair.
Yeah, if Cesaro wins, Sheamus has to shave his hair off and give it to Cesaro.
Yeah, and if
Cesaro's gonna do that.
he could just super glue it on the top of his head. It'll be perfect.
Yeah.
Cesaro wins, he has to give Sheamus his suit.
Okay, that makes sense.
No.
That makes
None
sense.
of this is
I
true.
like that.
I'll be back in a couple minutes.
So has Sheamus moved into position of guy who just continuously wrestles whoever the fans' favorite is at the moment? Is it, how many times did him and Daniel Bryan wrestle? Like a zillion, right? And then now Cesaro and Sheamus. And what a weird. So there was
he's good. That's the thing is
Yeah,
Sheamus
he's
can
not
do a pretty good match, but he's never gonna be the guy. Or certainly not he's gonna be the guy right now. He's not popular enough to be a face champion. He's not really hated enough to be a heel champion.
He's just kind of there.
This is what he does, right?
Sheamus 515. Never forget.
Yeah.
You can probably get those shirts for $5.15 on the WWE store right now. I guess I'm down to see an Iron Man match. That's cool. Was there any kind of explanation for it on Raw, or is it just...
They've been fighting a lot,
Okay.
and so they were being disruptive, and so that's what they said. It feels like something they should have given to Owens and Zayn,
Right?
but didn't think of it in time.
Yeah. There's plenty of years left, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move it on to the singles match for the WWE... What? Whoa.
The Sheamus 515 is on sale right now for $4.99.
Oh, God! Oh, man. Makes a great stocking stuffer, kids.
Does it?
I mean, it fills the stocking.
Yeah, I guess it takes up a lot of space.
Yes,
You can
right.
also get a signed photo, which is 98% the bottom of his boot, and that's on sale for $9.99.
It's more for a photo than it is for his shirt. Oof. I might buy a Sheamus 515 shirt.
Do it.
We have a singles match for the Intercontinental Championship. The Miz with Maurice versus Apollo Crews, which has been the Miz right now on SmackDown has just been beyond fantastic, legitimately.
It's good.
All his segments lately have been great. Bless you.
Thank you.
Is just him. Oh, it's weird that kind of his thing is just completely not giving a shit about Apollo at all, which is kind of a lame way to try and build up Apollo.
Yeah.
But also, The Miz is such a great heel, I can't be too mad, I guess. He's so good at what he does. Some might say he's the best in the world at what he does. But, not on SmackDown, they wouldn't say that. That's copyrighted by a different
Best in the
show.
world at being a bad actor and a wrestler simultaneously.
Yes. I believe even Dean called him out for that. For being straight to DVD.
He's not the worst part of those Marine movies.
No.
No? So have you seen the Marine 4?
Yeah, I
Taking action?
I watched half of it on an airplane and then couldn't finish it
It was on an airplane?
because it wasn't a good movie. But
Yeah.
I'll be honest, he's not even the worst wrestler in that movie.
There's other wrestlers in the Marine 4?
Wasn't
Yeah, Summer
Dolph
Rae
Ziggler
is-
in it?
And now Dolph Ziggler's in that weird one where he's a cop.
Right.
And then Kane is the police chief or whatever.
And
yeah, I
Rusev's
really
in
want to
it.
watch that movie as
Yeah.
Rusev.
Yeah.
As
It takes
Rusev.
place at a WWE event.
That's right.
Yeah,
I just remember
no,
because
I really need to see that movie.
they were
Where
heavily
you really
pushing
want
it.
a crime to go down.
They were heavily pushing it at the Raw after WrestleMania. We must have seen like 10, 15 commercials for that stupid movie.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Anyways.
During Battleground, one of the commentators said that like Miz was in #1 movies. So I went and looked at his IMDb page. I'm like, I've heard of exactly none of these.
Not even Santa's Little Helper?
Have you heard of Real World 10 Back to New York?
No. But he was on an episode of Supernatural that I watched before I started watching wrestling.
Oh, really?
And I want to go back and watch that one again because I'm pretty sure he gets murdered.
Which
Is that
episode?
what got you into watching wrestling? Yes or no?
No. It was, what got me into watching wrestling was my friends invited me over and then I saw what Roman Reigns looked like.
Somehow I knew Roman
You
was
know
going
what?
to be
That's
involved.
Totally, that's
Yeah.
fair.
That makes sense.
The big
And
Makes
one.
a lot of sense.
And that Supernatural episode it's a whole wrestling episode actually. It's called Beyond the Mat.
So we're rewatching that shortly after watching it for the first time. Do you remember what season that was?
That is season 11.
Oh, I haven't watched season 11. We
So,
watched something.
yeah, I'm curious to see if he basically just plays the Miz. Because I remember when The Rock was on an episode of Star Trek Voyager, and he just essentially played The Rock and gave 7 of 9 a rock bottom.
Your stuff's getting real loud.
I need to shield your.
Whoop.
Yeah, you can just dance in the background. That's fine. So this can be a good match. That almost certainly the Miz is going to win, right? Like, there's no chance that doesn't happen.
I feel like probably.
Probably. Like, I want Miz to stay the champion because he's so awesome. No pun intended at being.
Yeah, no, I want Miz to stay the champion too, which is a weird thing that I never
right?
thought I would feel.
Yeah.
Never ever.
All right. Awesome. I will put that link in the show notes.
That's just one scene, but you know.
So, next is a tag team match that I have questions about. That I would like to know. I'd like to know things that are happening here. We have Enzo Amore and Big Cass. I don't need that explained, by the way.
I mean, I can tell they're
you
best
who these
friends.
people
They're the realest guys in the room.
Okay, all right.
Bada
One
boom.
is really tall and scary.
And the other
How
one.
tall exactly? Do we know?
He's
Come on.
if you want like advertised height or
Yeah.
he's like yay high.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry,
So-
Art. What was that?
So did he learn how to become that tall in
7
school?
feet tall.
I can't hear you. Could you yell that?
I don't think I can now.
Okay. So did he learn how to be that tall in school, or what happened? How did that occur? Do we know? Because word on the street is that you can actually learn to be tall. Is that how it works out on Raw?
You're saying they can teach you that?
I'm pretty sure that is teachable, from my understanding.
I'm really mad I can't yell right now.
I got a bachelor's degree in being 7 foot tall.
Yes, that is not the tag team I need explained. The tag team I'd like explained is Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens.
All
Are
right.
they just like
simple?
Oh, so they've been teaming up together and doing interviews together on Raw,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
and they've actually been pretty funny.
Okay.
That's the confused dad team.
I mean, like I think
That
it's
makes
just
sense.
like the team doesn't necessarily make sense,
Mhm.
but because KO and Jericho are both very good on the mic and very good as characters, they've just really gone with it.
They're
Um,
both Canadian.
I was wondering if
the
that's.
real answer.
I was wondering if
That-
there
yeah.
was a Canadian
Yeah.
themed team at all, but is that not?
They're
the case?
Canadian
No.
asshats.
Okay. All right. So is this going to
But
be?
it's been the best mic work of any feud on Raw, certainly.
All right. Well, then this is going to be some YouTube catch-up time for me, I guess.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
This
worth
Monday, this Monday's promo from Jericho was
Jericho.
fantastic.
It.
That
It's
is the
better-
official name.
It's better than
They
Y2
use that on
AJ.
Now
Raw.
Y2KO.
That's amazing.
No, that's Jericho.
Jericho is better than Y2 AJ, so I'm okay with that. It still bums me out every time because we have the WrestleMania poster in our bedroom from last year, the one with the fight card on it. It bums me out every time I see the Chris Jericho and AJ match and it's advertised as Y2AJ explodes. Real bummer there. Not the way to advertise that match. We have another tag team match that's going to be pretty exciting. Wait, the New Day, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods.
Those are people.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that. Versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Are they still called The Club? They're not advertised as The Club here.
No one said it out loud.
Okay. So, what happened to Big E? Where is he?
He has ring postitis.
Yeah, it's a serious condition.
Okay.
Yeah. Very serious. They've had all these PSAs
Yeah, actually,
about it.
so Dylan, if you haven't been watching Raw, you've
I know.
also missed a lot of Gallows and Anderson talking about testicles, which I think is something you would be interested in.
I mean, I am
Actually.
interested in, yeah, I'd say those are two things I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Gallows and Anderson have been coming to the ring playing the role of doctors.
Wait, Dr. Gallows?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Dr.
Okay.
Anderson.
Okay. Oh, and Dr. Anderson. Okay.
Both
Yeah.
are doctors.
They're doctor.
Okay.
And
Doctor.
both are very, very familiar with how testicles work.
They're qualified.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say I'm at least
They've
a
been
little
doing
bit familiar
experiments.
on
Yeah,
testicles.
there's been medical research.
This is amazing.
Does it? Are they implying something about the New Day's testicles? Then I assume with all this, or just in
Well,
general, just
they-
general
just
testicle
biggies.
knowledge.
Yeah. They have general testicle knowledge, but it's
Okay.
because they've been trying to treat Big E's ring postitis.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a disease of the testicles.
Yeah,
It is now.
Okay.
it is. It is a disease of the testicles.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So then,
It's hard hitting.
so is he going to at least be able to make it to the ring, or is he going to be?
I suspect he'll be there.
Okay. All right. That's good. He'll
I
have
don't know.
to
It's
take
a, it's a serious,
He's a brave
serious
soul.
condition.
Is he any good at
I'm-
playing the trombone? Do we know? Are we going to find out? Maybe.
What I'm curious about is if this is going to be so I think what they could do if they wanted, and I've seen some people like sort of guessing
Mhm.
on this, is that if they wanted to, they could keep Big E away,
Mhm.
and then if New Day drops the title here, Big E has a good out to like pursue going solo because, well, he didn't lose the title; it wasn't his fault.
Mm. So you could go
and
fight
then-
for the U.S. title.
And then they could, and then they could keep Kofi and
Yeah.
Kofi and Xavier together because Big E, out of all of those, probably has the most promise as a solo person.
Yeah.
There's a good argument for Kofi these days.
That time has passed.
I love
think.
Kofi. I would
Yeah.
love to see him, but I just don't. In WWE, I don't see him working solo. Maybe with the cruiserweight stuff.
Yeah.
Kofi's too heavy, isn't he?
I don't think he's 205. But who knows?
I don't know
Which
what is the cutoff.
205.
For the Cruiserweight Classic, it's 205. And
Matt
they're
Hardy was
sticking
under
with that.
205 back in the day.
Kofi's build weight is 212.
Well, they could do like the Matt Hardy thing where he just like loses, like they show him in the like sweat box trying to lose weight, kind of thing, and like grinding.
Also, all build weights are lies, so he's probably actually.
Yeah, they could just change that whenever they feel like. Really.
Yeah. Xavier Woods is billed at 205.
Ah,
So you got yourself a Cruiserweight champion there.
there we go.
How much is he with the trombone, though?
That's true. That Francesca is included. That could be the next tag team: Xavier Woods and Francesca, 2. No, I'm excited for this match because I have missed the New Day quite a lot. Actually, that's the major thing that I've missed from watching only SmackDown is not seeing the New Day. It's been a real bummer.
You don't miss Braun Strowman?
I like that Braun Strowman exists and fights local jobbers. I'm a huge fan of that.
Our
And
new
I-
heroes.
And I also like his theme with the yelling. That's good. That's their whole. I like that they're going in a different way with him. That's not just like slight offshoot of Wyatt's. You know,
Right.
he's just like a totally different guy now, which is cool. Let's see. Oh, we have Sasha Banks versus. Alright. We gotta cover up again, Art. Sorry. we have Sasha Banks versus Charlotte singles match for the WWE Women's Championship with Dana Brooke banned from ringside. Does that mean Ric Flair's just gonna come back out then?
Oh no!
Like, is that what happens? Because it's like last time.
His contract's up.
Oh, like that's ever stopped him before.
Yeah, right.
So how's this build?
Oh my god, if Ric Flair comes to the ring dressed as Dana Brooke, I'm gonna lose my mind.
That would be amazing, right? It'd be the best and the worst thing at the same time. How's the build been for this? Has it been good? I really hope it has been. Okay. How good is the video package going to be?
Fine.
Probably. Like, the video package will probably be okay.
There hasn't really been one?
Well, no, I mean, like, the match video package that they always do. Like,
I mean...
Would the build be good in approximately 2.5 minutes of video package?
Sure,
okay.
because
right.
it's Dana Brooke interfering, as usual,
Ugh.
and then Sasha Banks wanting a match. Either she goes to Foley and says, "Hey, I want it to be a handicap match for the championship, because Dana Brooke is going to interfere anyways, so you might as well just make it a handicap match." Foley tells her that if she beats Dana Brooke in a one-on-one match, then Dana Brooke is banned from ringside.
Okay.
If she loses, then it will be a handicap match.
Okay. That's kind of cool. I like that.
But you also start off with Sasha winning the championship because she won it at the first New Raw.
Yeah.
So I think there's some good beats that they can hit in that video package. It's not the most compelling thing, but I think it'll be pretty good in a little 2.5 minute thing.
I'm down. I'm excited to see this match. God, these ladies just have such good matches lately, and just like anything, even like a repeat of like an NXT match would be great. I just like, oh man, with like the mess that you see from some of these matches in the that we've gone through so far. This is
those Eva Marie matches.
Well, it wasn't quite what I meant, but yes.
Oh.
No, this just stands out as something that I feel like is going to be very good.
Yeah, it will.
Definitely.
They usually put on something spectacular.
Yeah, this will be good. So this is a match that I also need a little bit of explanation on. Not the match itself, but I guess the build to it. Rusev with Lana versus Roman Reigns for the United States Championship. I was hearing... I read a recap of Raw. And I'm very confused.
Explain to me what you read.
So it sounds like Roman Reigns insulted Lana.
Sure.
And then fought Rusev for the honor of Lana.
Sure.
But is also somehow still a good guy even after insulting someone's wife.
I mean, he's still the guy.
Okay. It seems not... Seems a little off.
That seems...
I think he interrupted their actual wedding, I think, because there was so much cake involved.
They were renewing their vows like a week after they got married.
Right, that's right.
It's so weird that Lana has been wearing what is supposedly her wedding dress to the ring every week since she got married.
What?
Yeah.
With a tiara and everything. It's the strangest thing.
So how many weddings... So I assume they're probably going to have a wedding on Total Divas too then, right?
Yeah, they filmed their actual wedding for Total Divas.
According... Jen has the inside source on Lana's Instagram, and it sounds like they're having 3 or 4 weddings for different various filmed things.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the one that Ryback was at that they have to just destroy all the footage.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, the big guy.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm corrected. There were 2 weddings. So probably one for Total Divas and one for real life.
The thing
Probably.
the thing they're doing with Roman Reigns right now is that really common WWE thing of the good guy being kind of like a sexist piece of shit.
Okay.
And then, but it's
That's
like
familiar.
it's in a funny way. So
Yeah.
he's the good guy. He's the face.
Mhm.
Like they've done that with that. Like they did that a lot with The Rock way back when. They've
Did
done
they?
it a ton with John Cena.
Yeah.
Like he's calling her some weird shit.
Yeah, and in fact,
Well,
John
The Rock
Cena
started
did it. Yeah, John Cena did this with Rusev and Lana already, where he was
Mhm.
like, it was like, no, John, you're just being an asshole. Why are you the good guy? It's very strange.
But Roman has a full
But
beard
it's probably
now.
working. It's probably working. To
He's
get him
wearing
over.
red.
Is this like some sort of weird transition for Roman Reigns? Does it look like it might be to like heel Roman Reigns at all, or are they just playing this as if he's in the right here?
They're playing it as if he's in the right. The weird
Yeah.
thing is that they did like the whole match this week on Raw. They had like a 25-minute match with a clean
Yeah, and
ending.
like a
Wait,
good match where they
yeah.
broke out all the moves, and
Oh,
it was
wow.
like a clean ending.
But not for a
So-
title, just for her honor, right? The honor
Yeah.
of Lana.
So
Wait,
Roman won her honor.
what does that mean?
And
Does that mean she's married
Now
to
we're
Roman now?
absolutely
Possession
getting
of her honor.
we're absolutely getting a weird finish this weekend.
Do we have
Oh.
a secret like sponsor for SummerSlam, which is Ubisoft with For Honor?
Oh, God. That was not worth. Go
It
on.
wasn't worth it,
No.
but I did it anyways.
Maybe Lana will just take him out in a surprise.
Yeah, there's probably be some sort of cheating from Lana, I imagine, and that's how they'll make Rusev the heel. Is that Lana cheats? I guess.
No, I mean like, because she doesn't like she could do it like she doesn't need a man to defend her honor or whatever. That would be cool.
That
They
would be
never do
nice. That would be nice if that was something they did. But I
Does she
don't-
just bring out a lawyer halfway through the match? She's like, I made a mistake. We need to end this.
I'm renegotiating my contract and divorcing you, Rusev.
It's a disqualification because the process server puts his hands on Rusev.
That's right.
NM Gant says they still have a second wedding to do in Bulgaria.
Ah, okay. So, I guess
The king of Brutesville, Prince of Brutesville.
I could give my opinion on what this match might be, but I guess since it already happened, how was it? Was it good?
I mean,
Pretty
it was
good.
a good match.
Rusev is good. Roman's good. I mean, they're all fine in the ring.
Okay. How's Roman? What kind of reception is Roman getting lately?
Mixed.
Okay.
Better?
That's improved then. You think it's the outfit? Probably. Or it's got to be like the beard and the outfit combo. Probably.
It's the separation from the top of the card.
Okay. That's probably closer to the truth. Yeah. So let's move on to another excellent Team Blue match. John Cena versus AJ Styles.
They both wear blue sometimes.
They do both wear blue.
It's true.
This is going to be a fantastic match, I think. I think there's a slight possibility of some sort of club interference since it is a cross-promotion event. There's a possibility of that, especially if this order is right and there's a decent gap in between the club's match and then the AJ Styles thing. Because that's kind of what I was like hoping for, was like the club and AJ would like somehow like stay together in a weird way, like Gallows and Anderson would like buy tickets to SmackDown and just be in the front row kind of thing. But this should
I mean,
be
they're
good.
both still using the logos.
Yeah.
AJ still has the logo, and the club still using the logo.
Yeah, they're still a group. They're just
Mhm.
split up.
They're just not a group together. They're a group apart.
Right.
But what better time for them to reunite, and what better cause than to beat up John Cena? Right?
Hashtag.
Hashtag beat up John Cena. This should be good. I kind of hope the AJ wins. That would be great. Does John Cena have some filming coming up for something? Does he have a reason to disappear? That seems to be the only time he loses. Is when
He has
he has
another
to go
season
away.
of American Grit.
That show actually have another. Has
Yes.
anyone watched that? I
No.
watched one episode.
No, and I really meant to.
I watched one episode. It was okay. He's a good host of things. I've watched him on the Today Show also.
Did you watch him at the Teen Choice Awards?
I watched the clips that they showed on SmackDown of him on the Teen Choice Awards. It seemed good enough.
ESPYs?
Yeah. The ESPYs I did watch part of, but I can't... There's just only so much of any award show that I can watch.
Yeah.
Except for the Slammies, of course. And the Suplexes. The most important wrestling award show of all time. This is a weird match because it's not for anything. Like, this match feels like it should be for something, right?
It's also for Lana's honor. It's
Oh,
weird.
okay, that's kind of strange.
It's a cross-promotional honor match.
Brought to you by Ubisoft's For Honor.
The winner is on Total Bellas. No, but this will be a good match. It's like weird. It's like I do want to see some kind of weird run-in mess, but then I also want to see AJ win clean. So that's, I guess, I either want like a complete clean win or like the most ridiculous nonsense run-ins.
Sure. The NWO comes in.
Yeah, like a whole thing. Like, yeah, then the New Day comes back to beat up the club after they come in.
Kenny Omega comes in, helps out.
Yeah, why not? The Bullet Club shows up.
Actual Bullet Club.
Los Ingobernables de Japón shows up. It'd be great. Everybody just shows up. Kota Ibushi.
I'm doing that right? Just
Yeah.
I just started reading about him.
Yeah, it's great. He's awesome. We'll talk some G1.
Okay. Yeah.
So next we have the SmackDown main event. A match I never thought I would give a shit about, but somehow I do.
So this is my favorite thing.
What's that?
I'm so stoked about. Okay, so main event.
Uh-huh.
It is Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler. Here's my favorite thing.
Uh-huh.
First episode of the was it the first episode of the new SmackDown or second episode?
First.
First episode of the new SmackDown. Why were people saying the first episode of that new SmackDown was bad? It was great.
Just compared to Raw, it was a
Sure.
little low.
But
3 quarters not great. The last quarter is great.
Yeah.
So first episode of the new SmackDown, Ziggler wins against all odds, shockingly, in a it was
A
a
6-pack match.
6-pack challenge
Yeah.
to become the number one contender for the title. And everybody, so I had like multiple people send me messages and were like, "Oh, Phil's gonna be so stoked," and then the rest of the reaction was just people being like, "This is so fucking dumb. Who cares about this? Ziggler
was
hasn't
me.
been relevant in so long."
That was me. I was that guy.
And my reaction was not actually, I didn't really freak out. I was just like, "Oh, this is cool." I mean, I don't think Ziggler's gonna win, so whatever.
Right.
But I was excited, and I did think these guys are gonna put on a good show. But then next week, the second week of SmackDown, they had Ziggler go against Bray Wyatt, and it was for the number one contendership. So like a lot of people were like, "Oh, it was just a trick. They're gonna give it to Bray Wyatt." Nah, Ziggler won.
Ziggler killed it. And, well, unfortunately, actually injured Bray Wyatt, but...
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Every week since then, it's just been like Ziggler and Ambrose have been putting on an incredible program.
Yeah.
Just making people care about this matchup that shouldn't have made sense because it's two faces who have very similar like underdog leanings, and it just shouldn't have worked, and they're making it work, and I'm into it. I really like it, and I'm really glad that it's like, I don't know, it's been really fun watching people move from your original position, Dylan, of like, this is so stupid, I don't care, into like, oh, actually, this is really good.
So I haven't watched SmackDown in a couple of weeks. Is Ziggler leaning more heel? Or is it
they both have a little bit of an edge on them now.
I would say Ambrose is the heelier one.
Yes. If anything, I think Ambrose is heelier just in the sense of like his perspective. Like Ziggler's been coming out and he's been kind of giving the same Ziggler speech we always get of like, I'm going to give it my all, I'm going to steal the show. And Ambrose has been like kind of mocking him and being like, you're never going to matter. and being very. I think the most interesting part is that Ambrose is being very cocky.
Yes.
Sure.
And that's a very like interesting. It's a thing that makes a lot of sense for his character, and I like it. Like it's not like full on heel, but it's a natural semi-heely extension of what his character already is. Because it makes sense that somebody as like unhinged as him would be cocky,
kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
And it's just perfect because it's basically his whole promo was that Ziggler, you used to be cool, but now you ain't shit, and you haven't been shit for a while. So
Yeah.
I'm not concerned about you.
And then this week on the Go Home show for SmackDown,
so good.
they had like a great was it a Miz TV segment?
Mm-hmm.
Where it was just like, it was the same deal, sort of the same, them going over the same points, but then Ambrose at the end gets up in Dean's face, but then he backs off and just super kicks him.
Yeah,
and it was just
wait,
Ambrose
Dean
didn't expect it.
Ziggler?
No,
Yeah.
Ziggler super kicked Ambrose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Basically
I
said
apologize.
something it was like you're gonna be on the ground digging down as deep as you can to find one more move, something else to take me out, anything you can do, and then he just super kicked Ambrose right there. Oh, it's so perfect. It was perfect.
It was great.
Yeah.
And it was just like it's just they are going for it.
They made
in
me
a way
care.
that I really appreciate.
They made me care about Dolph Ziggler when I had officially given
you
up all
not?
hope.
Have you seen him?
I mean, now I'm impressed.
Perfect.
I will say, I had just kind of cooled out on him a lot.
I'm also really fond of how Bray Wyatt is part of this feud, but not.
Yeah,
But not.
a little
Is he
bit.
just like
but
an
not.
instigator, kind of?
Yeah, and
He's
he's
like a
definitely
worker.
going. I don't know if he's going to be involved in this match this Sunday, and I hope he isn't. But he's definitely going to be very involved in whatever happens next Tuesday,
Yes,
and
I
that's
think so.
important for a character like that who can feel unimportant if treated as unimportant.
Yeah, he's definitely just been a presence around this, and then even they had him as he was coming down to the ring this week, Randy Orton was leaving, and just straight mean mugging in Randy's face, him and Rowan kind of thing. Although he also just abandoned Rowan at the ring this week too, which was kind of weird.
Rowan's
Rowan lost.
boy.
Rowan lost, and then Wyatt had the sheet mask and just threw it on the on the rocking chair and just left in disgust. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but I really hope it's not some sort of inter-Wyatt feud. 'Cause that'd be a real bummer. But no, this match turned from something I legit did not care about to probably the main event for me, I think. Just because of how well Ziggler really has been built up. In just 3 weeks, pretty much, right? 3 shows. It's impressive. 4? Okay.
And also, I think there's a lot of potential. I mean, Ziggler, love him or hate him, he does always put on a good match, or usually.
Usually, yeah.
I think there's a lot of potential for these two to put on a really good match.
Absolutely.
They're both really good at what they
As
do.
long as they both try, which I feel this is the moment where they have to. And it's been showing that they have been in the promo work. So, as long as everything follows through, it's going to be a great match. And Dean's going to win. And it's going to be awesome.
We'll see.
So we have the Raw main event. Singles match for the new WWE Universal Championship. Finn Balor, the Demon King, which I kept that's a little too close to the Demon King.
Yeah.
for my
Yes.
taste. Versus Seth Rollins. How has this been built up? And compared to Ambrose and Ziggler, I'm just curious. Because I feel this is a bigger match on paper.
Sure.
This is a bigger match, but I don't know. I just feel, I don't know. Has it been built up as a pretty big deal?
They've
or-
certainly made Finn look like $1 million.
That's good.
I think it's very strange they're going with the Demon the first time. I guess you have to, especially because it's SummerSlam.
Yeah.
But
every time
now
there's
they're in
a
the
pay-per-view.
position where either Finn loses it the first time as the Demon or beats Seth Rollins in his first pay-per-view match. Those are both very big choices.
I didn't even
I
think
really
about
think-
that. Yeah.
I think Finn is probably going to win.
Really?
Yeah.
I think both because I think they're going to want to protect the demon thing for a while,
Mhm.
but also just because like I think that would be a more exciting story for the first ever champion to get that belt.
A new era.
Yeah.
Is like somebody brand new, and I like the idea of like them making Seth chase for it a little bit more.
Well,
Yeah.
also, the first episode that Finn was on, he beat 3 other guys in a fatal
Mhm.
4-way,
Yeah.
and then later that night beat Roman Reigns,
That's
Yeah.
true.
like
Yeah.
clean.
Mhm.
So having a fresh Demon King Finn Balor against Seth Rollins, like they set that up for.
With them bringing the demon out already, I guess that means he kind of can't lose, or that just kills everything right there.
Right.
I mean, even
Yeah,
if
I
it's,
don't think it like totally kills it, but I definitely
puts a damper
I get the
on it.
feeling they're gonna want to.
I guess maybe it doesn't kill it, but it makes you think, why was all this build-up happening? I guess. If he's,
Yeah,
I don't know. But that should be a good
that's
match.
gonna be a killer match.
Two
That's
former
gonna be
NXT
awesome.
champions. You know, I'm sure have they harped on that angle at all, or no? Do people even
No, but Seth Rollins tweeted a thing where he called it Devitt versus Black.
Whoa, that's pretty cool.
Shit.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Is no one protecting the
did he get
business
fined
around
for
here? Right, he got suspended for 30 days, actually. That's why he's going to lose.
Oh, he's hanging out with Del Rio and Paige.
That's right. So I'm kind of rushing a little bit because it's getting late.
Yeah.
But so we have, I don't even know, I don't want to call this the real main event, but they're probably going to
It was the
position
first
this
match
as
that they announced.
the first match announced for SummerSlam, cross-promotional, the first ever of the new era cross-promotional match. Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton, which they are somehow pumping up as the first time they've ever had a match. That's not true, though.
When did they have one?
They had one on SmackDown in 2003. It was a squash match where Brock Lesnar beat Randy Orton in like 3 minutes. Yeah.
What's a squash match?
Oh, weird that they wouldn't talk about that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kelsey, what was that?
I said, what is a squash match?
So that's when they take a wrestler that they want to push, and
Uh-huh.
they put them against someone else and have them completely destroy the other person.
Oh, okay.
Like
kinda
Braun
like-
Strowman every week or Nia Jax every week,
Right.
essentially.
Right.
Okay.
Or any Brock Lesnar match.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
pretty much. This is gonna be. I like Randy Orton. I see Randy Orton gets a lot of hate on the internet for some reason.
He's been good since he came back,
Yeah,
I think.
this is even a good face Randy Orton, which I don't think has ever happened before.
He's enjoying himself more than
Although,
he has.
I think immediately post Authority Randy Orton, right before he disappeared, I guess.
yeah.
I think he was a good face then.
Although once again, it had that kind of face guy being a dick thing this week when
Sure.
when he got DQ'd in a match against Heath Slater and then just proceeded to beat the shit out of him for another 5-10 minutes and got cheered
I guess
for
they
it the
needed
whole
to
time.
show that he was just as badass as Brock, since that's what Brock did on Raw.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, both of them need to be above Heath Slater for this match to
Okay.
feel
I mean, the match isn't
big,
going to matter
you know?
if we don't know that these guys can beat Heath Slater.
Though I did like the Randy Orton doing, although probably some of the worst German suplexes I've seen in a while. But then he did the little like Brock like dance, jump on his little feet thing. That was kind of funny. That was nice. I don't like Viperville at all.
No,
I
Viperville is the worst.
Viperville is
I thought,
garbage.
Dylan, I thought we were going to head on over to Viperville right after this.
Oh.
I thought we were going to finish up recording and head over to Viperville.
I never.
Is that not what we were?
Waking down in Viperville.
I'm never going to Viperville. I barely tolerate Suplex City. I'm already like real not down with that in the first place. But Viperville is just, God, that's awful. And that T-shirt, I'm surprised it hasn't hit already. But
Out of nowhere.
I do like the new Randy Orton t-shirt, except for the part that says "out of nowhere" hashtag on the back. That's not good.
Yeah. Don't put hashtags on any clothing.
Just,
Please.
yeah, please.
Except that Social Outcast shirt.
Okay, yeah, that was good.
Yes, all right. Fair.
But once
This
again,
is the
Nobody
joke.
coming to Viperville with me because I need to head to Viperville.
Phil, why?
please
Is there
don't.
something you really need from Viperville?
What's even in Viperville?
It's
Well, I
Randy
mean-
Orton. I need Randy Orton.
Okay, that's
You need
fair.
some Venom?
Venom. Yeah.
Yeah, need an RKO.
You need
I
to
am
kill
not.
some legends?
I'm not 100% convinced this is going to be a good match, though. I will say that.
What gives you that?
Yeah,
idea?
I don't know how well these two. I'm curious how well these two.
This is another
work
one that's
together.
really going to make.
I don't know.
Is Brock going to try? Because like WrestleMania,
Brock-
he didn't try too hard, and it showed.
Brock needs.
Dean
to-
called him out for that too.
Yeah.
As he should. I mean, granted, I understand why Brock wasn't trying super hard, because at that point he already knew he
Wait,
had
Dean
a UFC
called him
match.
out. What did Dean say?
I think that was.
On the Stone Cold podcast, he said something like he wanted to do something. Was it artistic? Was that the word he used? And Brock didn't want to.
Yeah. Because Brock
Of
at that
course,
point
Dean would
already
call it
knew.
artistic.
At that point, Brock already knew he had a UFC match, so I get why, but it's still a real bummer. It
Well,
bums me
and
out.
even like the matches before that, it's been a lot of suplexes and maybe ramming his shoulder into someone in the corner. Like
I mean, that's a
has-
lot of Brock Lesnar matches since forever, but he sells it well.
since like the 2002 era, like his
Yeah.
his original run.
No,
like he
well,
had
at that
more
point he was
in-
doing a little bit more, yeah.
Yeah.
He did that great knee, that flying knee he did to Braun Strowman in the Royal Rumble was one of my
Yeah.
favorite Royal Rumble moments. He
Yeah, that was good. I
in full
wish...
Sagat mode.
I just wish he would do, like, with the Undertaker match, he like showed off the, like, legit ground and pound, like he does in UFC,
Sure.
and, like, some actual wrestling moves from him would be cool, but that's kind of definitely not the way they've gone with him, so I don't expect that to show up. But maybe a little UFC action would be nice. We'll see.
Yeah.
This has potential, but I'm not 100% convinced. And that's as a super Brock mark, but I'm wary right now. So let's run down. Let's do some predictions for 11 matches. Yeah. Let's see.
Prediction 1: too many matches.
Okay. Yeah. Accurate.
Too long.
Accurate prediction.
You win.
Yeah. Carmella, Becky Lynch, and Naomi versus Natalya, Eva Marie, and Alexa Bliss. I'm going with Art's terrible suggestion of Eva Marie pinning Becky Lynch.
Yeah. I'll go with that too.
Look what you
Or
said.
Alexa
Oh, I'm not
Bliss
going with that.
doing some stuff.
When there's more than 6 people in the ring, always go for the good guys.
Yeah,
Ah,
I think that's
that's
safe,
fair.
Yeah, that makes sense.
especially for a pre-show too.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Still going with the heels.
Yeah,
We'll
same.
see.
Cesaro versus Sheamus.
Cesaro.
Cesaro.
I can't believe they're doing 7 of
Sheamus.
these.
7 is a lot.
Sheamus.
It's Sheamus.
Wow.
It's probably Sheamus.
He lost the last couple.
Whatever. Good.
You got the bad guys got to win the first couple.
It's really like
There's
a
the
best
come from
of like
behind.
11.
Okay, prediction number 2 related to this match. Will it be on the pre-show or the actual event?
Actual event.
Pre-show.
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 My gut says actual event.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. The Miz versus Apollo Crews.
Pre-show.
God, I hope the Miz wins. And that's a real... I love Apollo, but man, the Miz is killing it lately. On his forever Intercontinental title reign, as he calls it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Are we all Miz marks here?
Yeah, I mean Miz is winning.
He's probably
Yeah,
gonna win,
that's
but I
what
don't
I
want
that.
to.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, absolutely, Miz.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Enzo Amore and Big Cass versus Jericho. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. I want Enzo and Big Cass to win because I'm really sad that that I can't see them, and I want to see them do well.
It has to be them.
Yeah.
No way they lose in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, duh. Yeah, they're absolutely winning for sure.
But what I really want out of this is for this feud to go on another month. That's been a fantastic program.
It's going to be a half-hour promo from Enzo and Cass before the match actually starts, though. They have time to fill.
That's
It's
true.
okay.
Maybe Jon Stewart will be there for that.
I forgot they were promoing Jon Stewart being at SummerSlam super hard on SmackDown. Wow.
Really?
I bet he can do a pretty good Enzo.
Yeah,
He's gonna be there?
he's gonna be there.
Yeah, he
I'm
will
so
be there.
happy.
He was there last year. It was a big deal.
Yeah,
This is the realest John in the room.
I watched all those clips after I got into wrestling because I knew that John had been on it, so I watched all those and it was fun. I love
So-
Jon Stewart.
He will
Good.
be there. I imagine he probably won't get involved in a match again, but we'll see.
What if he gets involved?
Suppose the rumor going around is that they want him to have like a physical presence that gets people talking.
What if it's the John Cena match again?
That'd be awful.
It would
What if
have
he
to
fights
be,
Braun
right?
Strowman?
What if he comes out?
That'd be great.
He's AJ Styles'
Art.
secret weapon.
If he fought Braun Strowman, that would be great.
Or
I would love
that's
for
the
that to
best
happen.
idea.
And then the Big Show can save him, and then the
No.
Braun Strowman and the Big Show can have a match.
You just have Byron Saxton come out and interview John Stewart.
Oh,
in
that's
the
a
corner
really
of the
good
ring
idea.
In like a
about
single,
why he wants
like
to play Braun Strowman.
Oh no. Oh yes. Oh no, and
Oh,
oh yes
that's-
at the same time.
That's legit.
Okay,
That's a
so
good idea.
Fingers crossed for that one.
I never wanted a guest star on WWE so bad in that kind of role.
So we have the New Day versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. I'm gonna go with Gallows and Anderson winning. Why not?
Yeah. They set him
Yeah,
up.
I am as well.
Yep.
New Day passed that milestone of
Yeah,
having
they're the
championship
longest ever now,
longest.
so now it's time
Nope.
to give it up.
I'm still thinking I still want New Day to win. I always vote with my heart on these.
All right, I respect that.
Yeah.
But I don't believe it.
I'm gonna
Sasha-
tweet at all of you. I'm gonna tweet at all of you if it happens.
If they win, yeah, you better call us all out. Sasha Banks versus Charlotte. Sasha better win, for sure.
Sasha.
Yeah.
Sasha.
Banks on it.
Mm-hmm. Lana and Rusev versus Roman Reigns for...
Wait, is Lana in this match? Is Lana?
No, it just says Rusev with Lana. But I figured I'd give
There
her
are
some credit
cakes
and
at
put her
ringside.
first. I'll predict there will be no cake. One cake at ringside.
Thank you.
Yes.
Give me at least one cake.
On the announce table so that someone can go through a cake and an announce table at the same time.
I want an announce table made out of cake.
I feel like
Is
it'd
the
be hard.
Candyland announce
I
table?
feel like it'd be hard to stop JBL from just like eating on it the whole time.
Do you think you can get like a cake topper that's like your bride putting you through a table?
Oh yeah,
I'm just saying
absolutely.
I'm getting married in 6 months, and do you think someone makes that?
Yes.
God, I hope so. If they do, please let me know because I am
If
interested.
this nebulous they don't, I'm pretty sure someone out there will.
Yeah, I'm sure you could like commission that.
Okay, so I have to ask. So this is something that I have been wondering if it's just me. But Art, are you trying to sneak any wrestling into your wedding at all? Any wrestling references? Because I am.
I don't know about references, but we've thought about just like getting tag team belts for that to be like the
Ooh.
thing we.
Okay, that's cool.
Why don't you have the officiant wear a referee
That's not
uniform?
bad. See, I was thinking of just naming the
Sure.
tables at the reception after pay-per-views. Like the bash at the beach. Like obviously that would I would not use some such as No Mercy or Backlash or Vengeance. But
Right.
Well,
some
those
of the
are good
like
ones, though.
but like Summerslam or Bash at the Beach or
December to Dismember.
Hog Wild.
Capital punishment.
You're not going to go with Backlash, but you're going to go with Hog Wild.
Hog Wild! That was whatever. That's a good one.
One night stand.
In your house.
The last wedding I went to was one of the guys I watched wrestling with, his wedding.
Mhm.
And we had talked before about what like what our wrestling entrance be. And so when he and his bride came in, his wrestling entrance song was their entrance song.
Nice. I had
What was
also
the song?
Come With Me Now, that one.
Yeah. All right.
I had also floated the idea of when we are introduced as a couple for the first time at the reception to have Stone Cold theme play, but I don't think that's going to go over too well. Let's say I floated it and it was immediately sunk, but I'm still going to push for it. Like, just the beer and... Never mind. We did actually say, I think Roman's going to win.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
I'm going with Rusev.
Yeah, I'm going with Rusev too. There's no reason to put that belt on Roman.
That's exactly why I think Roman's going to win. There's not a reason to, other than... Like, I feel like this is the last shot where Vince's like, let's give it one more try. Let's see what happens.
Do you feel like this
No,
is
he
like...
could be fighting for the big belt.
Yeah,
Sorry.
like he was gone for his suspension. They punished him by taking the pin twice
I think that's it,
for the
though.
title.
But he's like already in another title match. Like, I think the punishment is over.
But like now, do they give it to him as like a okay, we trust you now, or
I think this is his... I think Roman wins, and this is his last shot at big deal status.
I think Rusev is more important in the grand scheme of things right
in
now.
my heart, he is. But I don't think in the grand scheme of things he is.
I want Roman to show up in the cruiserweight division.
Ugh, I don't know. I would not want to see a 205-pound Roman Reigns. Although, does the vest count as part of his weight?
He fills it with helium.
Oh, emaciated Roman Reigns would be very sad.
That'd be a real... I like big arm Roman. I want him to stay extra big right now.
Me too. But
Alright. Is Phil disappear again?
I'm here. What's up?
Who's going to win between Rusev and Roman Reigns?
Man, probably
You're the
Roman.
tiebreaker. Yeah! Tiebreaker in favor of Roman. Let's go.
What I think Roman via DQ is the most likely outcome in all honesty.
If Roman shows up wearing black and gold, then I'll vote for Roman, but I think it's Rusev.
Okay. John Cena versus AJ Styles. I think AJ wins clean.
He's gonna beat up John Cena.
I think John Cena's going to get beat up.
John
I
Cena
would
never
like for
loses the Rumble
AJ.
match.
I would like for AJ to win, but I'm not. I'm not sure. I actually am really not sure on this one.
I'd like AJ to win and put him in place for the title. That'd be cool.
I think that would be great. Actually, I think that would be a really good move. Really
Yeah.
smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a very smart move they won't do.
Maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised if Cena won, but I would like AJ to win. I'll be happy either way. I'm not gonna lie. Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler. Dean Ambrose taking this one, absolutely.
yeah, probably Dean.
Yep, Dean.
But I want them to set up something for Backlash since it's in like 2 weeks.
Is it?
It's real soon.
Is it? They said, wait. That's the first, because Shane said the first SmackDown pay-per-view was going to be No Mercy in October. On this week's SmackDown.
Backlash is September 11th.
Huh. And that's a SmackDown pay-per-view?
Yes.
Huh. Alright, well maybe... I mean, that wouldn't be the first time Shane doesn't know what the hell he's talking about on TV,
Yep.
I guess.
This is true.
Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Universal Championship. Number one
Yeah.
what is the Universal Championship going to look like? Do we have any guesses? Is it going to be another...
I just want to make it clear that I think Ziggler's going to win.
Okay. Noted.
Noted.
Put it in... I've marked it in
Think
the
or
record.
want?
Let the record show.
It is noted in the record.
Stenographer, please let the record show.
Okay, yeah, let's do predictions first. I think Seth Rollins wins.
Oh, Balor.
Yeah, Finn.
The Demon King.
No. It's Finn Balor and Seth Rollins, not Kane.
the corporate king.
The corporate
Finn
demon
Balor.
king. Phil.
I think Finn's gonna win.
Okay. Part
Going
2.
for it.
What's the Universal title going to look like? Is it going to be a giant W? Is it going to be like a giant gold belt with accents of some sort?
It's gonna be a belt that looks like the universe.
An ever-expanding infinite belt.
Yes.
So the Big Show can wear it.
Eventually, yeah. I don't even know what they could make this thing look like. It's going to be so...
It's the spinner.
What if they just make... What if they just, like, steal the other belt and then make SmackDown have a blue belt?
That's what one of the rumors is.
Huh.
There's a red belt for Raw, a blue belt for SmackDown.
That'd be kind of a...
So it should be purple, right?
Ooh. I mean, technically the universe does encompass both Raw and SmackDown, if you think about
It's
it.
true.
So does the world.
Yeah, you're right.
Shane and Daniel Bryan have posted a picture of the prototype for the belt.
Oh, I did
Let
see
me
that
see if
one.
I
It's
can
just made
find
of
that real
aluminum
quick.
foil.
Yeah, it's a big U made out of aluminum foil.
What if it's just the regular heavyweight title, but it just has like a giant Mick Foley beard on it? That'd be okay. I'd be okay with that.
Sure.
Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton. I think RKO. Randy's gonna win.
Orton.
He was away for a long time, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Then yeah, him.
I don't think they're ready to have Brock lose yet.
Yeah, I think Orton makes more sense, but I think it's I'm would be surprised if they stop protecting Brock for
The
Orton.
Brock?
How many appearances are left on his contract? I wonder. I bet that is a deciding factor.
Still has
Yeah,
another
it's-
year or two.
It would just be like this would be such a weird thing for them to finally pay off him never losing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. The only way, and even though I know I just said AJ should go for the title after winning and beating John Cena, but the other option is to have Randy go for the title after beating Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
What?
But if Randy's a face right now, that doesn't really.
It worked for
I mean, they
Ziggler.
could do
and-
it, but it's just like
Yeah. I guess
two
you're
face
right.
versus face feuds in a row would be surprising to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's what SmackDown is now. SmackDown is face to face.
I'd be okay with that. No heels except for Bray Wyatt and AJ. And they just fight each other. So it's just heel versus heel also.
I mean, that would be a great match, but yeah.
I'm changing alliances. I'm going to Team Brock. You guys convinced
Yeah.
me. Let the record show.
Noted.
So yeah, that's a lot of wrestling, guys. Holy shit. This was 6
Yeah.
hours of podcasting, approximately. Just enough to match the show itself. Let's see. I guess that's about it. I guess today there were some suspensions in WWE
Yeah,
for
that
30
did happen.
days. Del Rio and Paige both got wellness violations on the same day.
Is that for crossing the company lines between Raw and SmackDown?
That's right.
Aren't they? All right.
Paige is on Raw, and yeah. And oddly enough, there was like a real obnoxious slight towards Del Rio yesterday. Granted, it was from a heel AJ Styles, but
Sure.
he mentioned something about that he was because Alberto had a match with John Cena, and AJ mentioned that he was jealous that Del Rio got to beat up John Cena, and Alberto said it's not a big deal because he's always beating up on John Cena, and then AJ said something about him being on the main event and Del Rio not even being on the card. So I was like, that's kind of unnecessary way to shit on someone. But then now it makes a little more sense with the news today, I guess. That they had to find a way to rub it in. But either way, I guess, I don't know. I don't have I don't know. That's really strange that they were both suspended on the same day,
Yeah.
I guess. an odd.
I mean, the obvious conclusion is they were taking some sort of weird illegal sex drug.
Obviously, that does make sense. Mm-hmm. Or they're both going to come back like super huge and roided out. It's going to be awesome. That would be great.
What if Del Rio is just like, what if that was the basis of the relationship? Was Del Rio is just like, I can introduce you to the best steroids,
and Paige comes back as Roid Page.
I mean, considering how Del Rio looked when he came back from AAA, I wouldn't be surprised.
Phil, that was an A+ pun that no one laughed at.
Wait, what? What did I say?
Roid Page? That wasn't.
That was me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in a hotel lobby.
It's quite
my
hard.
excuse for everything now. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in a hotel lobby right
I
now.
like that.
I'm also in a
I'm
hotel
actually-
lobby, but
yeah.
like emotionally.
I'm not
You
going
know?
to read this line by M.M. Gant, but I'm just going to shake my head at it.
Oh, did she really?
I guess so.
Oh my goodness. Dang.
All right, so I think we'll call it for today, for this week. So, God, so is the next pay-per-view actually like
It's Backlash on the 11th.
the 11th? Okay, so when's the next Raw pay-per-view then? Let's see here. Sorry. I need to do...
PPPVs.
Yeah. Backlash.
Clash of Champions. September 25th.
Huh. Huh.
Yeah. And then No
Okay.
Mercy, then Hell in a Cell, then Survivor Series, which is a both show.
And then TLC, and then Roadblock,
TLC.
which is now a real pay-per-view.
Yep.
Wait, what's the last one?
Roadblock.
Is now a
is
December.
that?
Wait, they moved Roadblock to that's
Roadblock
terrible.
is a December Raw pay-per-view.
Uh-huh.
Instead of
against
a random network special.
Well, I like it being the show right before WrestleMania. Like that's I like that idea.
Yeah.
Because it's the road to. Does that mean Fastlane is back?
Fascinating, but what's going to be the other brand pay-per-view? It should have been Roadblock. No one at that company knows how to name things.
Yeah. I'm glad
Unforgiven.
I'm glad that No Mercy and Clash of Champions. Although it's weird that it's Clash of Champions, isn't?
Yeah, they brought back.
Maybe that's
Clash.
because
Yeah.
maybe that's because Roman's going to win and it's going to be U.S. title versus Universal title.
And I do like that No Mercy is back, but if they're bringing back old pay-per-view names, why not Halloween Havoc in October? Come the fuck on. Like, whatever.
Yeah, we've had enough Hell in a Cells.
Yeah.
Is Halloween Havoc? Does everyone dress up in costumes? Because they should do that.
No, but at the top of the ring, they would have like pumpkins and fog machines and stuff. It was pretty cool.
I still think
Aren't they
should
all
dress
kind of
up.
dressed up in costumes?
No, different
True.
costumes. They could
And-
dress up as each other.
Kayfabe, man.
And
Kayfabe.
Halloween Havoc was always sponsored by candy companies too, which I thought was kind of cool. All right, Art. Thank you for joining us from a hotel lobby. Is there any
You're more
word
than
on getting
welcome.
you a room at all at some point?
Oh yeah, my
is
rooms
that
are
it?
ready for an hour, but
Oh.
I couldn't move.
Because you loved us too much.
If you're in the hotel
yeah.
lobby right now, does that mean it's after the party?
Oh dear.
Yeah, I think that's the big sound of people. That was the party leaving.
That was the party, okay. So where can people find you on the internet? Not in hotel
They
rooms.
can find me on the internet
Uh-huh.
on Twitter at Atebble, and they can read things I write at comicmix.com, or listen to me at friendsattetable.net, or in real life in the lobby of the Mirage for the next 5 minutes.
Oh, nice. Are you going to go see the Dolphins at some point? Do they still have the Dolphins there?
I don't know.
Okay.
I know they have a coffee shop that closes at 7:30.
That's weird that things close in
Yeah.
Las Vegas. Well, have fun.
Thanks.
Enjoy yourself. It's going to be... You just go just for fun, or... 'Cause it seems like it was kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing.
It is my future brother-in-law's 10th anniversary, and they're renewing their vows here in a kind of spur-of-the-moment thing.
Are you going to
In a
challenge him for his
helicopter
wife's
above
honor?
the strip.
Are you going to challenge him for his wife's honor? In,
I don't think so. I think he'd
Reigns?
win.
Okay.
He's older
Slap
than me, but
him,
he's...
and then he accidentally knocks her into a red velvet cake.
That's gonna happen, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, John, thank you for being here.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Of course,
as always.
Where can people find you on the internet?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at John_Carson. You can sometimes find me on the procedurally generated podcast. I'm not going to be on this week's episode because of work.
You mean World of Warcraft?
World of Warcraft.
That's where we go.
And I'm going to be coming back to XBLA fans and writing some stuff there.
Sweet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I should have a review coming up next week. Can't talk about it yet, even though it's a game that came out on PC last year. Thanks, embargoes. But yeah, those are the places for now.
Is it that new Idle game that just came out? Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say on PS4.
No, that's out. People can talk about
That's Space
that on
Plan,
PC.
and I just finished it, and it was awesome. Go play it.
and Kelsey, where can people? Well, I should say thank you for being here. Of course.
Thanks for having me.
And where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me at kelseyr713.rocks and at nerdybutflirty.com.
Awesome. And Phil, I'm glad you could make it for your first Suplex Friends episode. I hope one day you could join us again. That'd be nice. But where can people find you? Not on the internet. Is that it? We done?
Filter and Heal on the podcast.
You can find Phil's writing at polygon.com, and you can follow him on the Twitter at pkohler.
You can also find him on WoW, on Area 52.
Horde-side,
in defense of the genre.
Yeah, if you guys are interested in joining our little guild, you could hit us up on Twitter for that, because all of us are in it now and can invite people. And you can find me on the internet at Dylan Hecht, DYLANHECHT, but most you'll find me in the internet on WoW or Overwatch lately. But until
those demon invasions are super fun. They're doing really good work.
Super good.
So I'm really upset in that they doubled the amount of demon invasions. So I was super excited to get way more XP and level super fast. They've cut the amount of XP you get per invasion by half. So you have to do twice as many invasions for the same amount of XP.
But what they did is, instead of having 2 invasions that take me half an hour to complete,
they're shorter and closer
now they
together.
have 3 every 2 hours instead of 2 every 4 hours.
And 3 to 4 spawn at once too, so you can kind of bang them out really quick. It's not bad.
Yeah. So by the time I'm done with all of them, I can loop around and start doing more.
Yeah.
So it works out better.
Yeah. You're constantly invading. Anyway, until September-ish for Backlash. We will see you later, Internet. Have fun watching wrestling.
Bye.